Hello, hello, hello. Oh, I forgot to change my picture. Dang it. I meant to do that beforehand. Oh, I wonder how bad my computer's gonna lag. Well, we're gonna give it a try. Hopefully my computer doesn't lag too much when I change this up. Oh great, now I can't find the picture. Oh, there it is. There we go. Oh, no, I haven't even really looked at Discord. I went on real quick to post that I was going to be late, but I didn't even get a chance to actually look to see what was going on. Oh my goodness, how's everybody doing? I'm, Ooh, ooh, that looks so pretty. Oh. First finished Hank. Nice. You know, I really, as even though it's like terrible to spin, I really do like the color when it's made up. Right? I'm so mad it looks good because it was so horrible to deal with. Hey Jesse, how's it going? Also, congratulations on first Ricky. Congratulations on Second Callie. Seki. I hope to see lots of Pickles and Vinny. Can't guarantee Pickles, but there's a Vinny. Oh, no, that is some beautiful looking yarn, I must say. Okay. I think I'm caught up on Facebook. Just so you know, Jesse, third is still available. I'm so afraid that I'm not going to have it made, not going to have made enough. There was a lot of yarn there. Or, I mean, there was a lot of floof there. Yes, when you were sleeping before. He's been sleeping like that since I came back here to eat supper. He's so cute. He's like, "What? What are you talking about me?" But that Hank was only 158 yards. How many bobbins do you have to hank up? $150. And you still have to spin some more, right? Or did you actually finish spinning it and you just have to ply it? Oh, I'm done with the singles. Ooh. 3. Well, your grandma did want a specific size yarn. So, I mean, there's not much that you can do. But maybe some of the other bobbins will be bigger? Because you're doing chain ply, right? You had today off from work? Nice. What do you do for work, Jessie, if you don't mind me asking? I need 7 hanks to get the requested amount. Well, maybe some of the other ones will be longer. Otherwise, you and your grandma might be looking for some wool that goes with that color. Straight 3 ply, then chain ply the rest. Sorry, this song's very distracting. I think I might be owned. I'm a part-time receptionist for a community living upper... Oh, okay. Nice. Hey, Sunglow, thank you for the check-in. How you doing? You have news? You have news? Tell me the news. We like news. Oh, a little tiny guppy. Oh, I love it. Oh, that's awesome. Sending you lots of hugs. Well, the only thing I can think of, Callie, is fingers crossed. You end up getting enough with maybe the other bobbins are going to be bigger. So we are working. Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to do. Okay, once I get to the stitch marker, we're going to measure this and see where we're at. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. So that first hank that you posted, that's just a regular 3 ply. I wonder if you would have got more yardage if you did chain. I don't know. Because chain ply shortens it too. Oh, it looks so pretty though. That is... I will say that is a nice ply. I zoomed in on it and I'm like, that is a nice looking ply. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna get any more yardage because it is gonna shorten up. But I don't know. I don't know. I guess are you are you chain plying the rest of them, or are you gonna do 3 strands again? Because maybe try one chain ply and see if you get a different yardage length. I don't know. I don't know. But it's so pretty. I'm that is a nice even ply. I'm not gonna lie, that is a nice looking ply. Well, I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed. Hey, Billy! I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed that the next ones are more. How is Pele this evening? I you were here for the end of my stream last night, right? I was gonna show you my sweater, but I think you were here. Ooh, were you here for the end of the stream, Callie? For anyone who wasn't here for the end of my stream last night, this is where we're at for my brother's sweater. We have finished the body. So we just have the sleeves and the hood. Nice. That sounds like something you would do, Pele. Isn't that looking good? So I'm excited to start on Sleeve Island. Good old Sleeve Island. But yes, we are now back to working on my sister-in-law's sweater. I think it's going to be nice. I think my brother's really going to like it. So I will have to see where the colors are on the sleeves and try to match them up. Which it might actually be good. Though, no, I think we went into blue. On the plus side, this is almost to where we need to be on the one sleeve. So, yeah. That works out. Okay, let's see. Where are we at? Where's my measuring tape? I lost it in my measuring tape again. Found it. I knew if it wasn't on my desk, it had to be on the floor. My cats are so good at finding stuff and putting it on the floor. Okay, we are at 4. I think they want us to go to 9. Let me look at the pattern. I was using it to climb onto the desk and it fell. Aha! I knew it was something like that. Yeah, it wants 9 inches, but I'm almost wondering if I should go 10 inches. I almost rather the sweater be too long than not long enough. I don't know. What do you guys think? If you were wearing a sweater, would you rather it be too long than too short? Or would you want it to be shorter? Yeah. See, I'm definitely on the too long side. I think I would hate if my sweater ended up being shorter than planned. Like, that's the sweater I'm going for. Like, I put the picture up. So it's like supposed to come to like just the top, but I think I'd rather have it a little bit longer just to be safe. Right? Exactly. And I feel like my sister-in-law is a little bit longer in the waist like me, so yeah, I think I want to go with adding an extra inch on just to be safe. Do you? I don't think we will get to the 9 or the, well, if I go with 10, then we still have 5 inches to go, and I feel like we're probably not going to get through that tonight. Hey, Retro! Oh, too long with extra long sleeves are life. Bonus if I can cover my hands and smack Josh with the fabric, right? Yeah, I'm hoping. See, when I make stuff for myself, it's not bad because I can like try it on or whatever. But I'm blind making stuff for both my brother and my sister-in-law, and all I know is what size, not like. So I just gotta trust the pattern. 7-stream streak. Look at you go, Retro. Look at you go. To you. Yes. Well, I usually do trust the process, but the thing when you're making a sweater, if you follow it and the person's measurements, even though they're like a size medium, but like for me, even before I got this big, I've always been long in the torso. So I really struggled with things that were my size, but they were too short in the waist. Like full body swimsuits, nightmare for me growing up. Nightmare. You try to find a full body swimsuit that fits you when you're longer. And the tall sizes always seem to be different than the plus sizes. So it was really annoying um, when I was growing up. Yeah, it's really annoying. And like at least now I can find clothes that are like big and tall, so to speak. But when I was dealing with clothes back in the day, anything plus size, if it said plus size in women's, it was wide and short. So then I would go to the men's section, and the men's would fit me nice in the legs, but the men's pants never had hips. So then I would have that really tight section in the hip area, and the pants would just sit funny on me. I hated it. Hey, Kiki! Moving things around so that I can start streaming also made more room for yarn. What am I going to do? Make stuff. I am long. Yeah, okay, I read that already. Wide and short, you mean like Bobby Hill build? Pretty well. Hey, Passion, I have found something insane. Ooh, you found something insane? Do tell. Uh-huh. Oh, you've never seen that before. I have seen this. And even if I did have Angora rabbits, I don't think I'd be brave enough to do that. Hey, Dan, how's it going? I'm good. Hey, do you get to go home today, or is it tomorrow? Pele's like, Angora? If you do it right, it doesn't, because their hair just kind of like comes out. But I would be terrified that I would let the twist down in my bunny's fur too much. And but yeah, I know a few people that spin right from the rabbit. I want an Angora bunny rabbit. Oh, you're home! Oh, that's awesome! Oh, I'm so glad you're home, Dan. Apparently, it only pulls it out the um the loose fiber that you can pluck out. But I still don't think I would spin right from the bunny. I think I would have to I would comb it. Yes, they do shed naturally. I don't know. Maybe years down the road, if I ever do have a rabbit and I get really good at pulling the hair from the rabbit, maybe I would start spinning right from the bunny. But I honestly just want an Angora rabbit because they are such chill, like just like chill beings, if you want to call it that. Like at least the ones that I've come across. I know that they can probably be just as chaotic as some. You and Ray have been talking about bunnies? I love Freya's bunnies. Have you seen Passion? Have you seen Freya's bunny rabbits? There's some pictures and stuff in Furry Floofs. Oh. The nice thing about this sweater compared to, say, my brother's sweater is there is no, like, this one had it's got this motif down the center back as well as on the sides of the sweater. And this one doesn't, so it's just straight blind knitting, but it is much smaller needles, so it doesn't knit up as fast. Catch me if you can. Look at you, 7-stream streak. That's 3 of you guys. Hey, Jamie, how's it going? Oh, 4. You guys are kicking butt. I'm applying, so hey, I can be like taking my time typing, and there's still going to be typos. My phone is so used to typos that it corrects properly spelled words to misspelled words. Got the collar on my green sweater done. Currently, it's a sweater vest. Still gotta do the sleeves. Nice! Oh my goodness! We got a raid. Thank you for the raid. Welcome on in, you guys. How was your stream? Oh my god, I love when she yells down the hallway. She's in a wonderful, wonderful mood tonight. Need to do the / shout out. Frosty usually does the Frosty shout out. We had a lovely time talking about our knitting tonight. Nice! Knitting rocks, says the girl who's currently knitting. I also grilled steak and pork ribs today and baked a chocolate chip skillet cookie. Oh, jealous. Jealous. Sounds divine, not gonna lie. I was gonna do both like I usually do anyways. Right? She had a lovely day today. So everything is annoying her. So I wonder how much I'm going to get done of this tonight. It would be nice if I could get the whole 5 inches done. I don't think we're going to get 5 inches done tonight. If I was working on my brother's sweater, maybe. Nice! Everybody's kicking butt with the streaks. No, Vinny just left the closet like 2 minutes ago, if that. He went out to hang out with Mom. I don't talk much, but I'm always here, right? Well, I also very much appreciate all my lurkers. Oh, to be this tiny. Sorry, it like washes my camera right out. But like to be this tiny. When you put it up to me, it looks like a little kid sweater. Been working on different things alongside you. Finished crochet sleeves on my vest today. Nice! Oh, that's awesome. We got my brother's just posted a thing. I will look. Since I know you weren't here last night, Retro. Ah, nice, Retro. I love that. That is wicked. This is my brother's hoodie that we're making him. We've got the body done now. I hope he likes it. I hope it's bright enough for him and not too stripy. I was really concerned when I first started on it because I was thinking the stripes would be bigger. But now that it's actually like this size, it doesn't feel as overwhelming as it did in the beginning. Yay! I think he will too. I also thought that it was like when I first started on it and I got to like about this much done, I was like, oh, is this going to be too small? But now that it's like finished, like the body's finished, I'm like, nah, this will definitely fit him, no problem. I mean, I could squeeze into it. I mean, I wouldn't because it would stretch it right out, but I could squeeze into that. So, and I'm like 4 sizes bigger than my brother in tops. 4 or 5 sizes. Also, oh, we're on break. Always on break. I procrastinated enough. I'm starting at my math works. Enjoy your corner. Take care, Pele. Okay, now that we're back from breaks, and I remembered, because I forgot to say it earlier, if you guys need to raid and run, by all means, you can raid and run. If you want to lurk, go ahead and lurk. But yeah, I realized I forgot to say that earlier. So if you're still here, I've said it now. But yeah, you know I want to hear something funny. Pickles is playing with the one cat toy. So you remember I have been making those witches? Well, I've been doing the one witch purple outfit and decided that I like the others. I'd make their hair to match her outfit. However, because I chose a light purple, it ended up looking like she has a blue rinse. Light purple, it ended up looking like she has a blue rinse. I have no idea what that term is. I don't think. Is it a Britishism? It's like an old-fashioned, old granny style hairdo. Oh, okay. Yes, okay, I know what you're saying. Well, it just means that she's that much more cool. Like Mrs. Slocum. Though Mrs. Slocum had some pretty wild hair. But yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. As soon as you said that, I'm like, I immediately, Mrs. Slocum came to mind. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, never heard that term before. For those that don't know, and you've never watched Are You Being Served, so you've never seen Mrs. Slocum, this is, of course, it's not showing up on camera, but her hair is slightly purpley color. Right? Exactly. Not gonna lie. I would love to be kind of like Mrs. Slocum when I get old. Because I'm not willing to do anything to my hair until it goes gray or yeah. I mean, I am getting some grays, so I could probably like start doing some wild colors to like all my gray hairs. I'm terrified that I will wreck my red hair if I start bleaching it to do fun colors. Just because my brother's hair, now his hair was probably going to change either way because my dad's did, but my brother is like more of a strawberry blonde now versus a redhead. And he used to dye his hair a lot when he was a teenager, and I'm just terrified that that it's partly because he dyed his hair. Though I do kind of want to do one of those under dyes where I do like crazy rainbows under my hair. Because I mean, I wear my hair up a lot, so I get to see the rainbow at the back. But at the same time, I don't lose the main red. And if I damage the back of my hair and it doesn't come back exactly as red as this stuff, you know, it's easy enough to hide. But yeah, I like my red hair. I like the color of red it is. It has lightened up though compared to like when I was a kid. I look back at pictures and it was more coppery, like reddish coppery. Now it's more orangish coppery. Looks more like an old penny versus a new penny. You know, when it's just straight knitting, it's easy and I can like do it blindly, but at the same time it does get a bit boring. Because you're just going around and around and around and around. No change. But I could probably like sleep doing this. Just like have a nap. Obviously, you gotta put the snore in there if you're gonna do that. Alright, I gotta head to bed after I get dinner put away. Got my first caregiving patient tomorrow morning, followed by my mama. Alright, Sunglow, I'm glad that you stopped in, and I'm really excited that you got to see a little baby guppy. I prefer to knit. Well, no, it all depends, honestly. If I'm making a blanket, I like to knit. Or, I mean, I like to crochet. But if I'm doing, like, sweaters or any kind of, like, clothing type stuff, I prefer knit because I prefer the texture of a knitted item versus a crocheted item. I find crochet just very stiff feeling. Unless it's done in like blanket form. But I like how fast crochet works up. So like I can crochet something like 10 times faster than a knitted item. Well, unless it's this hat. This thing took me forever. But I did it. It doesn't fit very well when my hair's up. But I do love this hat. Well, I learned knitting before I learned crochet, but the main thing that I tell people, because a lot of people are like, oh, it seems so confusing when you got the two needles where crochet it's just one hook. And I always just say that you're technically, you only have the one working needle, and the other needle just holds the loops that you go into. And that seems to help people for learning how to knit. But I really, I don't know. It all depends on how. Honestly, you can pretty much do anything you want as long as that's what you really want to do. So if that's like something that's like, I really want to learn to knit, it's probably, you probably pick it up faster than you realize. Fishnet socks, and I want to crochet, but I don't know. Do I have no idea. Fishnet socks, that'd be cool. You know, fishnet socks probably wouldn't be that bad to do crochet, because it would just all be chains and joining chains. I just started to crochet and I have knitting needles, but I didn't know how easy it is to pick it. I've been knitting for like 40 years, so I think the best thing, if you are interested in learning to knit, is there's some really, like, there's, YouTube has tons of like really good beginner videos, and just to give it a try. And the one thing that you just got to remember is, yes, there is two needles, but technically the one needle is just holding your work. So like when you're crocheting, you know, you hold your work in your one hand and you use your hook, and that's the same kind of concept. It's just you pick things up a little bit differently. You're in a pickle. Pickles are good though, not gonna lie. Retro. Oh my god, that's a good one. Get out of Jam's cat. I have now spent like 4 hours moving everything and getting it replayed, but now I can't see any of my knickknacks. Uh-oh. Oh no. Well, that is a double-edged sword for me. With weed helps calm chronic pain, but turns headaches into Oh no. Oh no, that's no good. Maybe is your weed like a high THC? Maybe you need more CBD and less THC. I don't know. Weed gives me headaches too, or like heightens headache pain. So I don't know, but maybe less THC and more CBD might help. I have so many ways to move stuff. Oh, I feel that, Kiki. I freaking feel that. Goth Crafter, how easy was it for you to pick up crochet when you started? Just curious, was it like super easy for you, or was it like it took you a bit? Because knitting might not take you that long if you took the crochet right away. That's very easy. Then you might be able to do it. There are some really good videos on YouTube on how to learn. And I can always help answer questions. I always say the best way to like cast on is with a slip knot and then knit into the stitch and put it back onto your needle. That is your... Oh yeah, totally did that wrong. Put it back on your needle. And then all of a sudden you got 2 stitches. And then like knit. I know you're not near this spot yet, but that is my preferred way. There's lots of different ways of casting on, but I like that way because the tension at the beginning stays nice and even, where there's a lot of other ways to loop onto your needle and it pulls and is often very much of a headache. That's exactly it. You just got to pick it up and try. I wish that I had a camera that I could move over my desk, because then I could literally show you how to knit. But my camera is right there. And this computer is not good enough or capable enough of having more than one camera. This computer is barely capable of running this stream. So, I do want to eventually, if life can stop handing me lemons. Well, it's not really handing me lemons, but like if life can simmer down a little bit and I can actually like properly save money, I do want to get a new computer. And I'm not gonna cheap out. It's gonna be a good computer soon, and ask any questions I have. There you go. High CBD. As high CBD as I could find in local shops. Darn. I wonder if there's a way that you can take something to get rid of your headache first before you do the weed. If I move on anywhere else in the totes, I won't be able to get to it. Yeah. You want to be able to get your yarn. Hence the reason why I haven't really like straightened up the chaos that is in my office. But you know, it's to the point where the chaos is making it hard to actually get to things, so I need to do something. My office is also chaos. I do better in chaos. I'm kind of like an organized chaos kind of person, but now it's just chaotic in here, and I definitely need to do something about it. But yeah, if my office or my space is too clean, I can't deal with it. Like, my creativity just kind of gets like, you can't do anything, it's too clean. And then I kind of like create a little bit of clutter, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, let's do this. my mom, I think, is the same way. She needs to have a clean space and then she can do something, but she creates chaos as she's doing whatever she's doing. I wish that I could be like clean and organized and still be able to do something, but it just, if it's clean and organized, I get almost not claustrophobic, but I just get like this blocked feeling. All my creativity just suddenly gets blocked. And I just sit there and I'm like, oh, now what do I do? And that's like, and then I run through all the things. It's like, oh well, you could do this. Well, you could do this. You could do that. Then I just kind of like create a little bit of a mess. And hey, Basha, 10 months. Oh my goodness, Basha, it's been 10 months. Holy cow. Oh, Mom's calling me. Give me a second. Other update. Hank 3 is done. All 3 Hanks total. Ooh. How many yards did you need? Maybe you need to find some yarn to go with it? I mean, it's not your fault. Like, because that was the yarn that we got. So, and you're... Why do ads have to... Okay. Well, you can hear me anyways. Oh, it wasn't an ad. It was a shout out. I'm fine. I'm fine. Yeah, maybe you need to find some other stuff to go with it. Because it's like, that's the thing. It's like when you're buying floof, you never know if you're gonna have enough, especially if you have to make a thicker yarn. Like, that's why I spin so thin, is because I want yardage versus weight. But yeah, okay, I'll be right back. I think Mom wants help getting into bed. Alrighty, I'm back. Mom's all tucked into bed. Excuse me. Wait a minute. Why is my Halloween playlist not playing? On a sticker? Yes. I made some new ones it's a little while ago. But yeah. That's the bug catcher sticker. Pickles the bug catcher. Isn't it cute? Okay, after this round, we're going to measure and see where we're at. I don't think we've gotten that far, but it'd be nice if we've gone up at least an inch. I don't think we're that lucky. Maybe. Finished the body of my cardigan today. Then my 16 CT got delivered. So the cardigan is back in the whip pile. Right? Okay, well, I think I got things where I have to have them to be able to do what I want and also able to reach everything. Hey, then you won. You won. What was that about, buddy? He literally came in, walked around my chair, and left. You did it, Kiki. You did it. Because I still can't see the knickknacks, but it is what it is. It could be worse. The cardigan just needs the sleeves, hood, and then the trim. I'll finish it eventually. I got the body of my brother's sweater done, so it just needs sleeves and hood. Oh, good. I'm not sure if I'm going to block it. If I want to block it, I will need to buy some of those foam pads. I just ordered some. I also ordered the non blocking kind and just got the kids' mats because it was a hell of a lot cheaper. I was like, 25 bucks, 50 bucks, 25 bucks for like, I think it was like 18 blocks, 50 bucks, 50 bucks for 12. Soggy. Mm. If you actually like order specific blocking mats, they are way more expensive than if you just buy like the kids mats. Hi, buddy. What you doing? What you doing? No, please don't lay on that. I love you and everything, but yeah, no laying on no laying on the yellow sweater. We have a snuggle bug. We have a snuggle bug. He has finally made an appearance. I love him so much. I'm actually amazed that Sneaky hasn't yelled at me yet. Because she's out there. But it's not windy or anything, so. Right. I love this baby. It gets really windy here. It's not so bad if it comes from like north, south, or east, but when the wind comes from the west, that's our worst wind. We get really bad west wind here. And it's because the valley is so open, so it just has. But like, if it comes from the other way, we're a lot closer to the mountains on this side, so the mountains kind of help protect us. I'm sure it's like when we get like a east or north wind on the west side of the valley gets probably really bad wind. But yeah, when a west wind comes, it's it's not the most pleasant sometimes. He's so snuggly and soft. I just love him so much. Okay, I was gonna measure. I remember now what I was gonna do. should be able to measure while holding him. Ooh, we got 5.5. So we didn't go a full inch, as I suspected, but we've gone half an inch. So that's good. It's only a mile from here, but it was up the hill, so we would get more wind there. My mom's on the top of the hill though, so she gets crazy wind. And then when it snows, she gets the snow drifts really bad. Right? Yes. Wind and snow drifts. Oh. You can get some pretty big ones. How am I supposed to work when I've got you in my arms, huh, buddy? Oh, I don't want you to leave my arms either. I love that you're in my arms. He definitely heard something that got his attention. We generally don't get a lot of snow since we're on the snow line. Last year we barely got any, but a few years before we got a record-breaking amount. It was pretty crazy. We used to get more snow than we do now. But I think I remember our biggest snowfall that I ever remember getting was back in 97. And we got like a lot of snow back home where I grew up, but my gran lived here, pretty much like next door to where I am now. And my mom decided she was going to get married New Year's Day to my stepdad. And the snow was so deep that the neighbor came over with the snowplow to plow a path from the road to my grand's door, and the snow was up to like our waist, and not the side where the snowplow blew the snow, but like the level ground. So the snow was up to our waist deep. It was insane that year. The year was 1997. But if you were to go to like other places where like I used to live, um, my hubby said that they used to have like snow like up to the roof. Oh, remember when I said I'm wondering how long Steaky's gonna take before she starts yelling? She's at the window. So I will be right back. I'm going to go put Mystique inside. And yeah, so give me a few moments. Okie doke. I'm back. Sorry, I had to run off. But Mystique was yelling at me through the window. I want to go in. Thank you. Face plants. Right? Exactly. Exactly. It's like you made it the size that she wanted, like the thickness she wanted, and you spun it all up. It's not your fault. She's just going to have to find something else that goes with it. Right? Be like, not happening. Obviously, I'm hearing things. Hi, Bubba. Yeah, my baby. My puppy. No, haven't lost my mind. There's fireworks going on outside again. They're a lot quieter, so they're farther away than last night. Oh, retro! The nothing not become. Oh yeah, we're still not. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it playing because it's been decent music, right? You guys have been happy with the music? Because I'm not actually playing an actual playlist right now. What was I gonna do? I was gonna do something. Nice! That's awesome. Oh, that's so awesome, Dan. Oh, I'm glad. Probably a combination of dehydration and just like your body releasing all the stress from being stuck um in the the hospital or whatever you want to call it for that time. Oh, gotta love when my screen just goes black and then comes back on. That's what I was gonna do. From the nothing I've become. Bugger off screen. My stream's glitching a bit. For those who enjoy watching the cuteness, he's like, who, me? Sometimes I just like sitting here watching him. Because he's just so darn cute. I really do wish I could just like curl up with him up there. Like, does that not look like the most cozy place ever? Oh, to be a cat. I just want to be a cat. I think that would be awesome. Okay. I'm going to take a quick break from knitting. And we're going to do a bit of drop spindling. For those that enjoy the drop spindling. It was kind of funny. They randomly decided I was dehydrated when I was in the hospital, not to that I needed IV, or to the point that I needed IV, to the point that every fourth or fifth thing was drink water because I was peeing every 2 to 3 hours during the day. And after I drank anything, it's like if they would have listened to me and not force water pills on me when I told them they have been discontinued, but because they are on my... Oh, you're kidding me. Aren't they supposed to, like, verify those things beforehand? Okay. There we go. The nice thing about doing a drop spindle is it's like doing stretches almost. So I told myself that I was going to do some random drop spindling throughout the stream. So that was one of my random drop spindling moments. He's such a cutie pie. Look at him up in that closet. When I expressed to the doctor Monday that the side effects of the water pills tolerable and got threatened with being doctors like that should not be doctors. I'm just going to put it that way. Bailey. Break time? Not really. Just to pop in to say hi. Hey, sometimes you gotta take a breather. Fold. Hey, that sounds yummy. Vinny's snoring. Just a chill night of knitting. The downside is we're at the boring part of this sweater. But at least it's like very mindless knitting. Great to see you again. Aw, thank you. Be here in about 20 minutes. We're watching Perfect Stranger right now. Oh, nice. Awesome. Enjoy. The show, and we're going to watch I Love Lucy tomorrow. Oh, I Love Lucy is awesome. And Boy Meets World, oh my gosh. That brings back memories. Topanga was rather eccentric, but I loved Topanga. She was awesome. My brother really liked the Wonder Years. I wasn't. Well, I liked it, but at the same time, I didn't like it. I don't know. I was never as big on it as my brother was. giving you hugs, Pele. I know that whole I can't think scenario. It's not fun. Oh, I love Alf. Alf! Oh gosh, and Harry meets Henderson's. Fuck. Oh my gosh. Gummy bears! I love gummy bears. Oh gosh, yes, Gem. I was obsessed with Gem. I had two Gem dolls. I had the original Gem, and then I had the glitter and gold Gem. They don't exist anymore, though. You know what it reminded me of? The gummy bears, you know, when they would drink that juice? Beverly Hillbillies and Granny when she would drink her well, I'm pretty sure it was moonshine. But you know, she'd take a swig of her drink and then she'd that's what it would remind me of. Freaking love the Beverly Hillbillies. Granny made that freaking show. If Granny hadn't been in that show, it just wouldn't be the same. I never really watched the Waltons. I think I've seen like a couple episodes of the Waltons. But yeah, no, I never really watched the Waltons. Hello! I'm also from Canada. How's it going? Jazzy's sweater she's working on. I'm doing really good. Sorry, my sweater is affecting my camera. So if my camera goes dark, it's because, yeah. Golden Girls. Facts of Life. Yes. I am just using some acrylic yarn. I usually do wool, but I'm making these for my brother and sister-in-law, and I want them to be able to just throw them in the machine. So this one here is for my sister-in-law. There we go. That's the front. So this one is for my sister-in-law. She's very tiny compared to me. And then my brother's is going to be a hoodie. And I've got the body done. I just got the sleeves and the arms left, or sleeves and the hood left to do on it. But I've been switching back and forth so I don't get. Yes. I'm in love with this pattern. Like the way it looks. I think I'm probably gonna make myself a sweater like this. I do have one little oops on here that I gotta fix. Where is it? Where it just kind of had like a gap that was showing more. Well, I'm not seeing it. Why? Oh yeah, there it is. So I have this extra big gap here that I'm going to have to fix once I'm done. But I don't know why it gapped like that. I don't know if I just did the increase wrong or what. But it's an easy enough fix. I do. I actually spin yarn. I have some here that's on. This is my e-spinner. This is some that I'm in the process of making. So it just needs to be plied up. It's a single strand right now. And then here's some that I spun up a little while ago that I haven't knit. And this is a sweater that I ripped out, but this is also some of my stuff. So I spin, I dye it, I spin it. This was a sweater that I did not take care of properly, and the moths got to it. So I ripped it out, and I'm going to be redoing it. I'm from BC. Yeah. And then I have a cat. But I also have like bags of wool that I have been spinning up. But yeah, I knit, crochet, and spin. And have adorable kitties that love to steal the show on my cam. Nice! Alberta. We got a few people from Alberta here. Though I don't know if there's anyone from Alberta in here right now other than you. But yeah, we got a couple people from Alberta. I haven't... Well, I kind of done weaving. I want to get myself a loom. I made a subpar loom once and wove a guitar strap for my one guitar. But I would love to get a proper loom and do some real weaving. But Pele weaves. Westlock, Alberta. Oh, nice. You know, my mom's neighbor once gave her, I think it was like a type of tapestry loom. It was a loom of some sort. It didn't look like a heddle loom or anything like that. So I think it might have been like a tapestry type loom. I'm not sure. It was a loom of some sort. She only kind of like sent me like a partial picture of it. But she ended up giving it back because one, I didn't have a place for it, and two, I had no idea how to work it. And at that time, I wasn't as into my fiber art as I am now. It's like now I kind of like kick myself like we should have kept that thing because I might have put it to use at some point. You ever watch any DJs on Twitch? There are a few I follow that live in Canada. I don't think I watch any DJs. I don't know. I follow quite a wide variety of people, but I don't think I've followed any DJs. I did not study it. This is all stuff that I picked up through just my love of crafting. I learned how to knit when I was 3, and I learned how to crochet when I was 5, and I did those off and on over the years. But I didn't get like super steady into it until about 2012. I think is when I really like dove in, and then 2020 was when I finally got my first spinning wheel and went crazy with that. I also spin with drop spindles. I wish I had known about these before I got my spinning wheel. But I love my spinning wheel, so... I love drop spindles. But I'm a Turkish drop spindler. I do want to get some other spindles, but I do have like a couple other 3D printed ones, but I never use them because they're super heavy. This was my first drop spindle. I made it out of crafting sticks. And it comes apart just like your typical Turkish drop spindle. But this is Bill, and he was my first drop spindle. He actually works pretty good. And then I have Sven, who came from Russia. I replaced his spindle because I did not like his original spindle. This is his original spindle. He wobbled too much with this. And then I got this 3D printed one that I named Pinky. And I accidentally I had Pinky in my car, so that when I was like, my mom was in the hospital a lot, so I had it in a Ziploc bag with floof, and I would take the spindle out and it would just be in the bag, but my purse got sat on top of the bag of floof, and Pinky's spindle is now curved. It works, it's just not, it's a little awkward. So I made a spindle out of a chopstick. Yeah. And I just keep wanting more. I want more and more. Your head hurts. I drank the clear stuff and I went under the bright thing. Why does my head hurt? I don't know. It's everything, but mainly vinyl and lots of 80s. I very well might. I hope you feel better soon. But yeah, sorry. I get a little excited when I talk about crafty stuff, especially when it's fiber arts. Water or Everclear? Well, hello, Kaz. How's it going? Speaking of another Canadian from Alberta. I do. I do like music, and I enjoy when people request songs. Nice! That's awesome. He said, "Hey Joey, how's it going? No, play a song for him. Of course. I'm sure you have plenty of points that you can donate for him." Oh, didn't quite get it in time. It'll be the next song after this one. I tried. I haven't gone on any rides in many years. I think the last big ride I went on was the Zipper. I had always wanted to go on it, and every year that I would go to the fair, it would either be broken or I had no one to go with. And finally, one year, I managed to find someone to go with. And I was a lot smaller than I am now, but I was still a big girl. And the guy that I was going with, like he was a coworker, and he was from Australia, and we had taken him and two of our Brazilian coworkers to our local fair, and nobody wanted to go on the big rides, so he, even though he was like afraid of heights, he offered to go with me because nobody else would go on the big rides with me. So we went on like I think it was like the Skymaster or whatever, and then we get to the Zipper, and I'm like, oh, they got the Zipper, and this thing looks like a death trap, as it is. It has for years, but I always wanted to go on it, and he's like, okay, let's do it. And I'm like, yes. We get in there, we sit in the seats, and the carny goes to close the door, and it hits my legs, and the door doesn't want to latch. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm too big for this ride. And before I can say or do anything, the carny, he was a big guy, like probably about my size. He just takes the door and goes, slam! And all circulation cuts off to my legs. And I'm like, we're gonna die. We are gonna fucking die. And then all I hear is the rattling of bolts and everything. I screamed bloody freaking murder the entire time. Both me and Shane were just like freaking out. I'm like, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I wasn't saying that out loud, but that's what I was thinking. I'm like, I am too big for this ride. There's bolts rattling everywhere. This thing's gonna just fall off. It's just gonna fall off. And we're gonna go flying. That was my thought. And I had no feeling. I was completely pinned. I could not move. It was the most terrifying ride in my life. Will I ever go on the Zipper again? Definitely not. Was it fun? Yes. Was it terrifying? Ungodly terrifying. But it was so fun. But never again. No. Oh, hello. So yeah, I finally got to go on the Zipper and thought I was going to die the entire time that I was on it. I've been wanting to go on that ride since I was 3, and finally at 25, 26, I finally got to go on it. Calaway Park one year, and I went on the ride that slowly goes up and then goes down fast. Ooh. I've never been on one of those. I would love to go on that ride. Yeah. The Zipper is absolutely terrifying. I am knitting. I'm working on my sister-in-law's sweater. Yeah, he wants to cuddle. I went on the Zipper once at an alternative fuel event where it was powered by canola oil. Interesting. Yeah. That's a cute emote. Oh, I love you, buddy. He's the cuddle bug. Also, hey, Steph, how's it going? It was called Breakerhead. Breakerhead. There you go. Now you can lay on your pillow. He likes to lay on the back of the chair. Dance party! Well, Joey, you picked a good song. It's definitely one of my more favorite songs of Elton John. Got my ups. A green yarn and a plum yarn together to make, ooh, nice. Yeah, I got my bubbas. I love when he presses his back into me because I know that he's hugging me. That's his way of hugging me. He's just pushing his body into my neck. Like literally. She will go to hell, little darling. Excuse me. She will go to hell, little darling. Little darling. She will hell, little darling. I wish you guys could hear him purring. Baby purr. Yeah. You took a puppy. Yeah, I took a puppy. Yeah, my bubas. My floppy bubby. Is my neck killing me? Yes. Do I care? No, because I've got my floppy baby on me. Right? Oh, that's good. Then they might. Vinny has always been a flopper ever since we got him, but he doesn't. He doesn't really do this with mom. I wish he did. He sort of just like adopted me when we got him. He was supposed to be mom's cat, and he claimed me as his human. But he's getting better with mom now that she's home more. It was hard because he was just starting to get really good with her, and Pickles was getting really good with her, and then she had to go into the hospital for so long. Cleo has always been a huge lover, right? Yeah, I tend to be Vinny's emotional support human. But he's also kind of my emotional support kitty. Morning, Melly. How is Miss Melly doing? As you can see, I have a cuddle bug. darn. My foot made noise. I was going to show you how he has his, like, arm or head tucked right down between my shoulder and the chair. Be careful, buddy. Be careful, buddy. So somehow that happened. Not entirely sure how. Need to go Popeyes. Yeah, here we go. I was knitting along and something suddenly felt weird, and I looked down and I had dropped a stitch. And it had gone down like 4 rows. Weather update. I have reached the chain plying point and decided to take a break. It is 593 yards so far. Well, that's better than it was. It is awesome, but she's definitely gonna have to tell her to get, yeah. But hey, you know, at least it's more than what you thought originally. So I'm literally, he's literally straddling my arm. You go, Pops. You go, Pops. I love you. Give kisses. as you guys can tell, I'm a little bit distracted by the baby. You're my baby. You're my baby. Anyways, bedtime. Have a good rest of the stream. Take care, Callie. Have a good one. My baby. Okay, fine. Stay on the floor. I do want to measure, if I can, to see where we're at. Okay, we're at about 6 1/4. 6 1/4. Good job, Baba. Great job. You're a good boy. Kisses? No? No kisses? You gonna go back to your closet? What's a big yawn? Yeah. Go. He doesn't go. Back to his closet. Hey, Jenny, how's it going? Yep, that's exactly it. Having a tough day, not gonna sugarcoat it. Sending you hugs. Sending you hugs. Positive vibes. Warm, snuggly vibes from Vinny. Are they out moose hunting now? Is that... sending you extra hugs, Jenny. Now that my snuggle bug is gone, I'm suddenly feeling chilly. I don't have my snuggle bug to keep me warm. I'm half sitting on this blanket, but I think I can make it work. There, haha. And this is why I put the pin. I put the pin in the banky. Ew. And then I like slammed my hand on my chair, but that's okay. Now I'm warm. Need a robe or a Snuggie. Snuggies are kind of cool. I used to have one years ago. I got it for Christmas one year. But the problem with that is the Snuggies are open in the back. And I often, unless I'm like laying on a couch, my back gets cold. But I mean, this honestly works really good. It's like this, it's just a little throw blanket that I got off of Temu. It's super soft. And then I just put it over my shoulders and put a pin in it. Drapes. It's like a cape. I can even make it like a cape. And drop my earbud while I'm doing this. See? Look. It doesn't have the lower part. The cape goes down to back. I could make my own. Ooh, have you seen those new heating pads? They're like special leg warmer things for like sitting at desks, and they like literally go encase your leg in a circle, and it radiates heat inside. I kind of wanted one, but they're out of my budget. But I would love one of those. 7-day stream, so it said, yay! Retro got, a few people got 7-day streams today. Yes! You should look on like Amazon or something. I don't know. You might even be able to get some cheaper ones. But like I came across them when I was looking for a new heating pad for my bed. Well, at first I was thinking electric blanket, and then I was thinking of just getting a larger heating pad, because I usually just need it down at the foot of my bed. And I just have like this like little cheap square one, and Mystique likes to steal it from me. Yay! Mystique likes to steal it from me, and if my feet haven't warmed up yet, then they're cold, and she's all like curled up on top of the blankets, on top of the heating pad. So I thought if I got one that went across the whole bottom of the bed, then she could have a section and I could have a section. And then I saw the cool leg ones for like sitting at the desk, and I'm like, ooh, I could use one of those. My feet and legs always get cold when I'm sitting at a desk. Not so much in here, because like this is like the warmest room in the house, but when I'm over at my camper, it's a little bit chillier. Found a blanket today that is a mini sleeping bag, or mini sleeping blanket, but if you want to poke your feet out, you can, and it's a hoodie. Ooh. Apparently that put my heart rate up. This phone doesn't, or this watch doesn't know what it's doing, and the battery's dying a lot quicker now. I think I need to get a new one. This watch here will tell you that you have like a high heart rate, and you won't even be wearing the watch, and it will go, your heart rate's above 100. It's not even on my wrist. So I don't have much faith in what the heart rate is for this watch. My smartwatch often got me into trouble back then. What would your smartwatch do? Hello, how's it going? Looky, looky, I found the share button. Must push button. Yay! I am doing good. How are you doing? I was playing pool with a friend. He spent the whole evening making stupid jokes and talking nonsense. Suddenly my pulse alarm went off. He said, "If I'm annoying you, just tell me. I don't need to find out from your watch." Oh, I love that. Yeah, your smartwatch was definitely tattling on you. Depend on how annoyed I would be. If I'm reaching my limit, I'm not exactly tactful. In the other case, I was at the dentist and I was scared. I was lying there and the dentist sat down next to me and said, "Let's take a look at the tooth." My pulse alarm went off and he said, "What's wrong with you? I haven't even started yet." Since then, I only wear them secretly at home. Oh, that's too funny. I think I actually remember that one. I think I remember you telling me about that. Last time I had a tooth pulled, I wasn't given enough painkiller. I think Mom's talking in her sleep again. Unless she's talking on the phone. tickle. I had a lot of dentist encounters. I do understand that some dentists are just shit. The last one made me lose 3 teeth. He just wanted to earn money. Not a good topic. Right. It's busy tonight. Used the new label maker and labeled the drawer organizer and some new spice containers so the girls can help not know truly what the recipes are, right? Cute teeth of squirrels, for example. Squirrels can be dicks, not gonna lie. They love to like eat all the bird seed, to the point where I don't even put out bird seed for the birds anymore because the squirrels kept eating all the bird seed. I got bird feeders for my mom so that she could watch the birds because come wintertime, we get a lot of stellar jays and blue jays and obviously like chickadees and sparrows. So I was like, I'll get a bird feeder for mom and hang it in the tree so that she can look at it out her window. Okay. And then I suddenly noticed, I'm like, man, that bird seed's been going down awfully quick. And I'm like, yeah, I see the blue jays, but it's going down way faster than normal. Fill it up, and then like within 2 days, it'd be almost empty. I'm like, okay, something's wrong. I know it's a popular bird feeder, but it's not that popular. And then I caught the mother freaking squirrel, and I was like, well. So I just stopped filling it up. And then the squirrel got killed on the road, and I was like, yes! I was literally on the Okay, I might feel a little bit bad about this. I was in the middle of having a serious conversation with a friend. I was coming home, and I was on the phone, so he was going through my car, and we were having a serious discussion. He was having a tough day, and he was telling me something important, and as I'm coming up the road and about to turn into my driveway, I see the squished squirrel on the road, and I was like, yes, that freaking squirrel finally got killed. And he's like, excuse me, and I'm like, I'm listening. It's just the squirrel that's been eating all the bird seed finally got pancaked on the road. He was not impressed because he was literally telling me something very important. I thought about that. I did miss some. I was randomly talking about my squirrel story and missing chat. Max ate a squirrel? I definitely have to go back to that one, but let's see. Okay. Birds can fly, so their food source is everywhere. Squirrels can only obtain so much food from land, so they... Yes, but they are greedy mofos, and they stash shit, and trust me, the damage squirrels can frickin' do. My old place, they nested underneath my house, underneath my trailer, and after... And, like, I knew that they were bad, but I didn't realize how bad they were. After I sold the house, like I sold it to my cousin, and they were renovating it, and the walls were packed full of pine cones. And underneath the bathroom sink, I noticed that it was kind of getting a bit... Yeah, they had packed all underneath the bathroom sink with pine cones. 2 or 3 of the walls were packed full of pine cones. They had packed a whole bunch of pine cones up underneath my bathtub. And yeah. Squirrels are horrible. Those bird feeders, let's somehow sit against your window. Yeah, I thought about that, but then I remembered the cats. I bought a couple of cheap ones that you can suction cup to your window, and then I thought the cats would probably go nuts, and the birds probably would stop coming to them because the cats would slam against the window. When I was a kid, my mom got a bird feeder and put it out the window. The one day we caught a giant rat on the bird feeder eating the bird seed. Yep. We had a rat in our porch, and that's where I kept the bird seed, and yeah, he got into that bird seed. So I literally keep the bird seed in my car now. That's where I keep the bird seed. I had some cheese earlier. Coffee! Cheese! Cheese is good! Everybody say cheese! Yes, but the amount of damage that they did to that place was bad. The car works great, and it's beside the one bird feeder that I fill up, so... You should have seen the giant freaking squirrel that we had. Was it last year, I think? I think it was last year. It was either last year or the year before. The damn thing was the size of a freaking cat. It was huge. And then one day, I came around to go get into my car, and there was all this red fur all over the ground, and I'm like, that don't look like cat fur, but it almost looks like that's some cat fur. I think there was a massive cat and squirrel fight with the neighbor cat. I don't know who won, but it was definitely a big-ass fight that went on there. Rats are, I love rats, the pet kind, not the wild kind. They are very, very destructive. Very destructive. And they get into the garbage. I have stopped putting, like, we have a garbage box that I put my garbage in before. Like, my uncle used to take it to the dump. Now I'm going to start taking it to the dump because my uncle's had some eye surgery, and I just always feel like I'm bothering them when they take the garbage to the dump. But we have this garbage box, and it fits like about 4 to 5 garbage bags in it. So we usually like stockpile, because my uncle used to just do it like once a month. He'd take the garbage to the dump. And, well, over the years, it's gotten a little bit of a damage. So there's one board at the bottom that's kind of loose, and rats can get in there. Rats and mice. And they have started shredding the garbage. So every time I went out there on garbage day to get all the garbage together for my uncle, I would pretty well have to rebag everything. So I have stopped putting the garbage out there, and it's back to going on the porch, which is fine for this winter because the heat doesn't make it stink. But I'm gonna have to, I think I need to like do a major overhaul repair job on the garbage box so that we can use it again and the rats don't get at it. Because yeah, it's all like the bottom of the garbage box is all like full of little bits of garbage. I need to like do a massive clean and junk out of said garbage box. Thankfully I know that it's not trash pandas getting into the garbage, though I know that we do have trash pandas around, but I've only ever seen dead ones in the ditch. I've never actually seen a live one, but they're around. I used to have a lopped-eared bunny that used to give my ex a huge nibble. She always protected me from reasons that bunnies have my Bunny was my earthly angel, and reasons why she's an ex. The bunny always protected me, right? Of course, if you want a rat-free place to live, if you really don't like rats, just move to Alberta. Alberta is rat-free. It is illegal to even own a pet rat in Alberta. It is absolutely against the law to own a pet rat in Alberta. Well, my neighbor cats are pretty good hunters, and even they don't seem to keep the rat and mouse problem down. But Pickles Mystique has been doing a very good job this year of catching mice that want to go underneath my camper. Because they go underneath my camper and then they come up. They're somewhere. They get in somewhere where my stove is. And last year I had a really bad infestation of mice in my camper. I was not happy. I got a tickle in my throat. burp, burp, burp. Finally falling asleep. Night all. Take care, Jenny. Have a good one. I hate when I do that. I highlighted the words. And then forgot to actually copy them. Oh, come on, Spotify and OBS, cooperate. Don't be rude. We'll do this. Yes. And I think that's awesome. I'm almost scared to come back on camera. I feel like if I come back on camera, it's gonna start lagging again. We'll tentatively. Yes, I agree. Vinny's snoring again. Agreed. My watch really does lie. I love Fidel. Just like in my own little world. Knitting, listening to music, listening to my cat snore. Whoop. 'Tis that time of night. Time to switcheroni.
Switcheroni, yes. We switcheroni. That's a wrong case. And in this case, in this case, yes. There.
Not gonna lie, starting to get tired. Couldn't be that I'm like knitting a very boring knit right now. Or a boring part of a awesome knit. Hey, Knit Girl. How's it going? Well, that sucks, Knit Girl. That really sucks. Did a lot of walking today. Ooh, nice, Knit Girl. I did 2,395. Not very much. It's more than some days, though, so. Somehow did 4K steps today. Must have been walking around the yard trying to get my dog to poop right. I've had dogs like that. Or the ones that have to have like the perfect spot or they can't go. Yep. Gotta love dogs. Let's see where we're at now. It's my wrist is actually getting kind of sore, which is weird. I usually don't get a sore wrist from knitting, but yay, we've made it to 7 inches. We have made it to 7 inches. $12 of standing today. Oh, God. What were you doing? Take care. Have a good one. Oh. This is where we're at. But I think I wanted to stream longer, but I think I'm actually gonna have an early stream tonight. I'm being tired. And I'm just getting tireder. And I don't know if it was because I was doing boring knitting. And it was just catching up to me. But I think I'm gonna look for someone to raid out to tonight. Usually I go a little bit longer, but I'm just tired today. So I guess I should look, see who's on.
Guess I should see who's on here.
Take care, Knitter Girl. Ooh. I love autocorrect. Now, I don't think I've ever rated this person, but I was like, hey, someone new. I don't know how long they're on for. They have been streaming for about 4 hours. So, but I was like, let's try someone different. Alrighty. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming and hanging out and watching me work on my sister-in-law's sweater. We managed to get a couple inches done. Definitely a lot slower knitting with this one because of the smaller needles. I hope that you guys have a wonderful day, a wonderful night, and I will see you guys Friday. So I'm off tomorrow, but I'll see you guys Friday. So yeah, take care. Bye. Might want to get the right screen.